Hey guys, Duke Delayed here again for another episode of Pickup Daily. Today I'm going to talk about confusing arrogance and confidence. I'm going to talk about this with a couple of real-world examples on this episode of Pickup Daily. Confusing arrogance and confidence. I'm actually going to bring this out to a much larger video because I've been mulling over this a little bit in my head with some of my mentors, some of the older guys in my life, and I want to attack the fake it till you make it idea. I was talking to this older lady, I guess not older lady, she was 45-ish or something. She was in the airplane on the way back from Kansas City, and she was talking about what made her marriage work, what made her and her husband stay together for a long time, and I was talking about trust issues, and I was talking about how important authenticity was, and she said, yeah, it's like so many people try to front, they try to fake it till they make it, and I'm like, yeah, that's a normal thing in the self-help community. You say, fake it till you make it, and then that way you can keep all the optimism, and you don't focus on the bad stuff. You don't let it take you out. You continue to take action, continue to get reference experiences, and you continue to get better and better and better at the thing that you need to get better at in order to dominate. And in one way, that's great, but in another way, being inauthentic keeps you from learning the lessons that being authentic in a real-world environment would give you. Like, if you're a total prick at the core and then you act nice, then people may treat you like you're nice. But you don't understand what it's like to be authentic and real in that space and temper and modify how you present yourself to be better in the social context. There's a couple guys in my life, and one just recently actually, who are coming off really, really, really arrogant. They're just really full of themselves. Really, they think they're the God's gift to everybody. But you can tell by the way that they communicate that they're not really all that full of themselves. That's the difference. True confidence, even if it's delusional self-confidence, even if it's I'm gonna win, I'm the greatest, I'm the best ever, like the Muhammad Ali kind of stuff. That's great, man. Being able to just sort of speak out into the world and market yourself and do all that stuff, that's great, right? But when it comes to thinking that you're the best ever, and then you don't actually think you're the best ever, so the true self kind of shows itself through the cracks, then you just present this wholly fake ideal that says, hey, I'm this awesome, pay attention to me, follow my leadership and direction, and that's it. But everybody can tell that you don't believe it, or if it's not real on the inside. And so that dissonance that you're delivering goes, basically just says, this guy's a liar, this guy's inauthentic, this guy isn't somebody I should be able to trust. And all of that underlines every relationship that you have, and by your presentation, trying to be something that you're not, it'll just take you out. It's much better to be hated for who you are, for your real responses, than to be loved for something that you're microcalibrating and managing so that other people will see you in a certain way. Impression management is one of the biggest things that I fight with bootcamp students of mine, where they want to appear a certain way. They want to come off a certain way so that they can get results ostensibly. But the problem is, when they want to appear that way, they have to do a whole overhaul of stuff and actually become the thing they want to look like. People understand that, understand they got to put in the hard work, and then they make a plan and they test things out, and they go out and they hang out in the social environments, and they see what works, see what doesn't, and build their personalities, and iron sharpens iron themselves off of their friends and all of the other people in the environment, and then they become something that they can respect for themselves, and other people can respect, and other people can they can influence other people. Other people who don't get that, they want to take shortcuts. They try to act like successful people, and in that acting, they're not good enough at it to come across authentically. There are some people who put on a big front, and the big front is entertaining and it's glorious and it works. There's like magicians and comedians, performers. Like, these guys will put on an act, and that act, everybody knows it's an act, but that act itself provides value. And that's perfectly fine. Some of us as pickup guys will go out into the field at night and just be like screwing around with people and being a lot of fun or whatever, but like that may or may not be who we really are at the core or whatever, but authentically we're providing a lot of value with that stuff. But when your whole life is an act and you can't drop back and be something authentic, you can't be comfortable with what authenticity is for you, you can't be vulnerable in front of people, then that's when it all goes haywire. So as far as it goes, like, fake it till you make it, I would encourage you to be way more authentic and test your actual personality out in public. Be vulnerable. When you are vulnerable and people respond to your actual communication, you get actual feedback on what you need to shift and how you need to shift your communication and how you need to present yourself in real time. The realer your inconsistencies are when you show them to people, because you're going to show them one way or the other, whether you try to hold them back or not. The realer you are when you try to show those inconsistencies to people, the more they're going to trust you, even in your faults and in your vulnerabilities. Social skills is a constant process of calibration, of understanding your audience, of understanding how you communicate, and working on how you emote and how you convey who you are to the rest of the world. So get out there and practice, put in the work, and understand that it doesn't come tomorrow just by copying somebody else or reading something out of a self-help book and just throwing up a smoke screen, because that lack of authenticity, the lack of genuineness, keeps people from being able to gain rapport and trust you on the ground level. I'm Duke Delate. I do this every damn day for Pickup Daily. So until tomorrow, stay awesome.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.